So the second time that I've had to basically recover the save. Apparently, yeah, playing old games is a bit buggy, and annoyingly you've taken over one of my tanks, which I don't approve of. Right. So let's get on with this then. Kill the tanks as they come along here. You are being targeted by something. Go there. Stop destroying our own tanks. That's not what we want to do here. Let's get focus firing. Right. So let's continue playing Imperium Galactica 2 now that we sorted all that out. Our machine gun fortress there as well. And a laser fortress at the back. So, oh, actually, you're looking a bit wounded. Let's get you out of the way. Speed things up as well. So, when we last left off, we were invading the Shinari because, to be honest, it's our best chance of actually winning, well, actually beating the LP at this stage. It's still not looking likely. The Krahen fleet is massively superior to us at this stage of the game. I think the best chance I've got is maybe trying to pull off the 4 crystals at this stage. I mean, I was going to go in for the crystals in any case. And that's exterior 1 down. That leaves exterior 2. But first, we need to take out the Shinari fleet. Now, exterior 2 actually has a 2000 production. Now, I'm actually going to stop a lot of the production I'm doing here because I've decided what I'm basically doing is I am actually crippling my ability to make things. See, that's 4000. That's probably fine. I'm crippling my ability to make things on the planets that can produce fast by producing on everything. So we're going to now start massive focusing. Central 4 is obviously our best system for doing this, and it will want to make battleships as soon as possible. Central, nope. You see that has a capacity of 1000, doesn't build. That's not going to build. That will be its last cruiser, and we'll need the mega track tanks. Actually, no, we can stop the track tanks there. Probably going to regret that, but we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm basically going to start cutting a lot of what our production is doing at this stage, unless it's got a score of over 3000. See, that's actually quite a good tank production world now, actually, as it turns out. That's got 4500. That can keep doing what it's doing, and I think I will switch it to heavy fighter production. And actually, it can start building massive loads of those. It can build that. It's probably not going to make a massive amount of difference, really, but if that's going to produce 50 times 40, that's 2000, so that's cheaper than heavy cruiser. That's probably a better way of doing this. I should do the math on this at some stage. Sol 11 is switching to battleships, which we approve of. I'll probably, though, set up for a group of 25 heavy fighters on there as well. Id wants to be building more advanced ship productions as soon as I can get away with it. So yeah, I'm basically going to undo a lot of what I was originally planning, which is production everywhere. That's 4000, that's all fine, but I want it upgraded to heavy fighter production massively. Magellan 3 is probably fine. I will have that continue to build a few tanks because it'll be useful for us, though I'll probably call that heavy cruiser and then I will end that there, I think. This may not be the correct solution, but I think honestly, if I focus on production on the few worlds that can actually do things, that's 2000. That'll be the last group of heavy fighters from you. I'll have more money to actually do things like this. So that's now just done, so that can change itself from that to battleship. And it's going to build battleships on repeat, because battleships. Capacity, nope. Exterior 3, nope. There's probably a load of worlds I've still got which are building things which probably shouldn't be. I'll have that as your last heavy cruiser. We shall stop your heavy cruiser production there. We will actually stop the tank production as well. It's all about trying to just use our points more efficiently at this stage because we have limited funds. Heavy cruiser for a battleship, I think, is the general upgrade there. So that will go down. Turn the repeats off. Okay. This might not actually make any difference whatsoever. But you know, that's how we will do this. So next we go and attack the Shinari fleet, which is in orbit there. We observe the Krahen fleet coming back at us. And exterior 2 now. So what do we have? We have a laser fortress, and that appears to be it. Yep, a few more, thank you. Attack and destroy laser fortress. And this world is ours.
Yes, sir.
Right, see if you can retreat by moving towards it as always, but alright, that's fine. We lost one there, but and cutscene, which I guess is us getting the crystal. I unfortunately have to guess because I can't actually see at this point. Enemy was obliterated. I think I've actually strangely fixed it the other way now, so it's a bit too quiet. I will actually. Ah dear. I'm at the end of the LB and I'm trying to fix things like this. We'll take both of them up slightly. Not by much, but by a little. Right. So our fleet power has 46,395 is what it's basically telling us there.
On my way.
Join up with the Conqueror fleet. I'm going to actually move you to exterior 3. The Shinari are out. That means it is... Yeah, that means it is now 2 races that remain. Mason guns. See, it's still not fixing things entirely, but it is now sort of allowing... What are you actually doing?
Moving the new position, sir. Okay.
Yeah, pick up a couple of tanks, move on to there. Hopefully it'll allow our high production planets to actually focus a bit more.
Reporting, sir.
So that is the last of those. We'll go to Persei 4. Mason gun is done. Let's go for now for Deflector Shields. That's one tech that I know the Krahen can't actually do because we checked that out a short time ago. But the thing we want to design here at this stage is Mason guns. Yeah, that's a power boost. Battle computer's still fine here. I can go to Grav Shield. I need something in the combined pod actually. Modify the design but rebuild later. Heavy cruisers. Grav shields, Mason guns, which is a power boost. Combat cloaking versus battle computer. We're going battle computer this time. 52,000 will wait and let our trader friend upgrade those for us. Mason gun, Grav shield. And again there. I don't think we got any more heavy corvettes actually in the thing, but we'll see what we can do there. Grav shield is probably useful. And that's cheap enough that I can just upgrade those. And at that stage we're now back down to there. Actually, one thing...
Yes. Reporting, sir.
Should just check really, but I think it is the case here. Yeah. I think the corvettes and the heavy corvettes should be out there. I can then go and... Whoops. I'm then going to combine those with that. So it'll weaken that fleet a bit, but it will hopefully help us out in the longer run. Yeah, we're still spending far too much money.
Your orders?
The amount we're actually getting in though is getting a bit impressive, I'll be honest.
Awaiting orders, sir. Yes? Okay.
Yeah, move and join the Solarian fleet we got there. Yeah, at this stage it is just the case of waiting. Persei 2 is now done there. We can head you over to... Who's got tanks? Persei 5 should have a few at least. And yeah, that's the last of your building of that.
Yes, sir.
Pick up a couple of tanks.
Yes. Reporting, sir. Orders received.
Yep.
Awaiting orders, sir.
I was kind of hoping that would be sort of a trade lane type thing, but apparently it doesn't quite work like that. Alright.
Orders, sir. Orders received.
Join the Conqueror fleet. Join the Conqueror fleet. Moving on. Yeah, we're blitzing for our money rapidly, way too fast. It will fix itself once we stop things happening like that. Deflector Shields now up. Let's then go for... What can we actually add that's going to be useful? Let's go for a Paralyzer turret, because we can use Paralyzer guns. And they might lead to something better later down the line. So Battleship now can go up to full-on Deflector Shields, which add 40 hit points. Modified design, heavy cruisers, upgrade to deflectors. Cruisers to deflectors. So hopefully we should have better shielding than them, which might make a difference if we've got enough power to actually cause a battle. Because that's the thing, if we are too weak to actually challenge them in that regard, they... Oh, whoops. Yeah, thank you. Photon blaster. Rough shield, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to heavy Corvette territory, which we don't need anyway. Let's start some exploration off here, because I want to know what we're actually up against with a lot of this. That's still building battleships at a good rate, hopefully.
Research is completed.
Right, Paralyze is done. Let's go for Napalm Bombs. Because why not?
Yes, sir.
Burning everything is a general solution to a lot of things.
Sir.
Yeah, things are being upgraded, which is nice. We kind of need that, to be honest.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And come in some more stuff.
Awaiting
Yep,
orders,
that's all going to
sir.
work out for us. Let's actually see how many tanks we've actually got.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, head to exterior 9. Now, I thought exterior 9 would actually have a good amount of tanks by now, but... Oh no, it's not that. It's Aurora 9, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong planet. That's why.
Research
Whoops.
is completed.
Head to Aurora. Napalm Bomb is done. Let's then go for... I kind of want to put repair pods on my tanks now, actually. And
Yes.
we now have 31 tanks there. Alright. That's another battleship. No, that's not a battleship. That's going to be a heavy cruiser that's been built there, but that should be the last one. Yeah, because we're going to stop production there now. In fact, I'm going to stop it entirely at this stage. Let's change Aurora. That is a very nice setup. This is a very good planet for us, actually. It's got a good ship production. It's quite close to where we need it to be. Oh, we found Magellan 5. Let's have a quick look at the info screen and see how doomed it says we are. Monetarily, we are beating them, apparently. Total population, we are beating them. Number of planets, I'm beating them on. Apparently, we're down on research as well. Just to compound issues. Okay. So overall, not looking too good at this point, is it?
Into position.
Research is completed.
I've got to strike. Repair pod's now done. I'm gonna have to strike very soon. It just has to happen at this point. Let's go for let's actually have a look at the research screen because I haven't done this in a while. So that's all the tank and things. We don't too interested in those at this stage. Fleet cloaking, weapons tech. We can't really do a lot with. Could go up to stealth radar at this stage. Yeah, it's just nothing that's really showing off as will make a difference. That could be useful, actually. The production Emporium allows us for... Yeah, we'll go with that. Start that. So 23 days, that'll be done. But it will cost double money.
Awaiting orders, sir. Moving the new position, sir.
New message received.
I just received the resume of
A new
robot
fleet commander.
services.
One cruiser. You know what, he could be okay, but I think I'm going to refuse that.
Reporting, sir.
I just don't see it making enough of a difference.
New position, sir.
Reporting, sir.
Yeah, head join the Conqueror fleet. You now actually... We have battleships. Hurrah for battleships. So each one of those is 4,000 power that's coming towards us. Which in many ways is good. In fact, in most ways it's quite good, to be honest. Alright, so advanced tank production is now done. I can then go for production Emporium,
Yes, sir.
which will hopefully allow us to fix a lot of the issues we've got going on here at the moment. 2 more mega track tanks. So I've got the tanks that I could probably try this, but I just do not have the fleet power.
Research is
Loss of battleships is possibly an answer, but I'm not sure it's going to be a good enough answer.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
so
Reporting,
that
sir.
has
On my
nothing
way.
I can pick up, so that can head over there. You join up. It's going to be a fairly impressive fleet, but it's not going to match what they've got at this stage. And we're just burning our money away at the moment. Is there any technology I could actually have right now which would fix a lot of my problems? Probably not. I'm going to take a neutron bomb though, because I think what I can do with that. No, apparently I can't. Alright, we're going to stick with that then. So what are you? You're a Krahen fighter detachment, and that's the other problem. They're just going to keep reinforcing. They have enough.
research is
They have enough things to do that. Self-destruct. Possible, but I think we'll leave that for now. And let's go then for. See, there's next to nothing I could research which would help me out a great deal. I'll take fleet cloaking for now, but I think we'd be better off trying to just pull our money into production.
Greetings, I have news concerning the whereabouts of
Found the last crystal.
I doubt you will be so pleased when you hear of the crystal's location. It's held under tight security on
Excellent.
the
Where is
garrison
it?
worlds within the Krahen Empire. It's rumored that their scouts have been scouring the galaxy for one of these artifacts for quite some time. They're not going to
Oh,
find out
God.
lightly.
Well, we knew it would be. So, where is this exactly? Orion 6.
Sir.
Okay.
Reporting.
Well, I think we're about to end the LP then, because,
Aye, sir.
quite frankly, I don't see how I can do anything about this at this stage. Let us declare war on the Krahen. I'm actually going to... One of you should have a lot of tanks. Sol 1 by right should have a lot of tanks. It has a few. Not a great number, actually, to be fair. The reason is I want to sort of have multiple invasion forces at this stage. I've got to try that anyway. Some 5, so... You're building cruisers, but that's your last cruise you're building. In fact, actually, we're going to shut that off. We don't need that. And that'll give us some more money.
Awaiting
Right.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Your orders.
Off of that.
Research is complete.
So I'm going to wait for, at the very least, the battleship to arrive, and then we'll prepare. Fleet cloaking's now done.
Research is complete.
Let's go for ECM. Yeah, these are all nice and quick things there. Let's go advanced ECM.
Yes, sir.
Your orders? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I want you to join the Solarian fleet there. Yep, go for it. Tour 7. Join. So I think that's everything that can join that is going to be there. Let's then go for... let's go for stealth radar. We actually should have probably bothered with that a little earlier, to be honest, but we'll go with it now. So basically, we're going to be using that fleet as sort of a sacrificial pawn to try and take some of the territories closest to us when we attack Orion 6. This will not work out well for us, I'll be honest. It really won't.
Reporting, sir.
But that's how we're going to go with this.
Reporting, sir.
Well, let's increase our spy range at the very least. Some fighters. Might as well join up the silly fleet of silliness. In fact, no, actually, stay there.
Orders.
So remember rightly, the whole point of that force was to
Awaiting orders, sir.
build up quite a lot of heavy fighters, so I'd have something to support this later. But it's going to take too long to do.
Reporting, sir.
Right, Conqueror fleet. Orion 6. Meanwhile, what I want to try and build here is, if possible, a production Emporium, which is 25,000, requires 2,000 people. Not a lot of power. Let's go with that. In fact, I like that so much, I want to build a second, but I'll have to wait on that. Let's then go
Reporting, sir.
Laser Fortress.
Sir?
Alright,
Yes, sir.
the invasion begins.
Acknowledge.
One way or another, anyway. Alright, that fighter group has got no hope of actually catching anything, so it can stay on Aurora 9 for the time being.
Reporting, sir. Reporting, sir.
That is a bit slow,
Deflector set.
Yes, sir.
and it will get picked off if it goes there now, so it's going to join up on
Yes, sir.
Sol 4, I think.
Maneuvering
Yeah, it can join up there.
Research is completed.
One more Mega Tract. Yeah, we'll go and do that. Laser Fortress is done. Let's go for Heavy Fortress, and then we're going Planetary Shield, and then I'm probably going to set every single world up for military.
Yes, sir.
High priority. Well, at least some of the closer ones at the very least. No, you probably need ship production still.
Reporting,
Why have you
sir.
not been on ship production? If I remembered a lot more about this game and had been a bit quicker off the mark, this wouldn't have necessarily ended in such a failure that it did. Still, we have hope. Actually, didn't take either of those two
Yes,
planets,
sir.
and we found a new world on the way out,
Okay.
which is quite light. I don't know where their massive fleet has gotten to,
Awaiting orders,
which is
sir.
a slight concern
Aye,
of
sir.
mine.
Awaiting orders, sir. Okay.
In fact, actually, Magellan might as well move up to there. It's going to be the first place that dies, to be honest.
Research is complete.
Building up a backup fleet is next to worthless, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. Heavy Fortress is done. Let's then go for Planetary Shielding. Andromeda really doesn't have anything, so I'm going to change that to a military world, even though we don't have the funds to actually set these up as military worlds, which is the other slight annoying thing. Aurora, they should now be storming as a planet now. There we go. That is very nice. It's a shame it might not be enough. Alright. Last crystal. Let's go for it. Oh, I can see this cutscene. And they had no defenses on it. Either that, or our defenses would, or our attack force was just such an overwhelming advantage that they couldn't cope, which is fine by me. But I definitely know that I do not have enough in one place to deal with what they can put in one place. The 4th crystal
has been declared.
Yep, we declared war on the Kren. 9,430. Right. Form an alliance with the other empires to overthrow the Kren Empire.
An enemy fleet has been defeated by...
Oh yeah, we found out the Kren are here. Alright. That is going to be horrible for us now, I feel. Orion 4 has nothing. I'm going to have to start now taking worlds,
Your orders?
if I can. Sol 12 was one of their newer ones, so we should be able to take that with ease at the very
Awaiting
least.
orders, sir. Let's go.
So yeah, the plan now is take everything as fast as possible and hope that nothing stops us. No, darn it, we don't have enough forces to really do that. Oh, this is going to be fun, with a capital fun.
Target selected.
Oh, we did we lose some things there? I'm not sure whether we did. We have 19 behemoths though, so that's got to go in our favour somewhat. Alright. So we'll take Orion 4 because it's there, and then... Oh boy, let's go. Unfortunately, we don't have anything in way of ability to stop them crushing us at this stage, because their fleet is just going to go make a beeline straight for mine. And it's just not strong enough. Anti-ECM. There we go. I can now go for advanced ECM, which gives it additional hit points, which may or may not be all that important. No, we're not going to go for paralyzers at this point, but we'll keep the Maison guns up. We don't have enough money to rebuild those, but future ones will have advanced ECMs.
Yes, sir.
Right, it begins then. Because I think once that fleet goes, I am finished. It's just... Something's happened. Earthquake reports. Andromeda 11.
Earthquake has...
Repair operation must be started immediately.
You occupied a planet.
Yes. Let's go.
Right, I have no... Alright, that one's going to take some doing. That one might be beyond us. How's Aurora 10, actually? Aurora 10 was an easier one to take.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, neither of those have anything at all that's going to help us out here, so I'm just going to go Orion 6 and turn that into a trade world, I think. Except no, it's not going to work. We'll keep them civilian. There's no point in doing much else with them at this stage. Just try and use them as money batteries.
Aye, sir. Awaiting orders, sir. Aye, sir.
Yeah, head to Andromeda 9 at this
Awaiting orders,
stage.
sir.
We have the crystals in tan now. That's all 4. Immortality? Please? Could really do with it. New message received. About the nature of the crystal. Oh god, this is going to be bad.
Sir, now that our researchers have had a chance to work with the full set of crystals, they've been able to pass them through the decryption systems. Much of the data contained on the crystals still remains to be decoded. But I've just read through the results of the preliminary analysis, and I thought you ought to hear it. The 4 crystals are, in essence, a research diary for a classified study of human genetics, codenamed Project God. Part of this is in the form of a short holofilm, recorded by the project leader, one Professor Abenhoff. In it, he outlines the project's goals, to create enhanced strains of humans that would be better adapted to the rigors of space colonization. At the time, mankind was beginning to look to distant planets to solve the problems of overpopulation on Earth. However,
In the 1600s?
with the science of terraforming still in its infancy, the first
Oh, 16, 1500s. It was some 900 years we dated these two, didn't we?
Hostile in the extreme. The solution was to create genetically modified humans adapted to the conditions of each planet. With funding from the military, Abenhoff and his team set up a number of test colonies at secret locations around the galaxy. They had a few early setbacks, but once it became clear the project was going to be a success, the military stepped in and assumed full control. They wanted to use the research to create some kind of perfect soldier. At this point, Abenhoff seems to have become disenchanted with the whole affair. There seems to have been a leak to the media, followed by widespread public outrage at the nature and direction of the experiments. This led to a government edict ordering the destruction of the test colonies. Fearful that the military were about to take his findings and continue their own research in secret, Abenhoff took it upon himself to bring an end to his life's work. In the diary's last entry, he explains his intention to fire the 4 crystals off towards random coordinates in deep space. Of course, all this would tie in with what we know already. And the early writings from the Brotherhood of Tears. The Emperor Kaileron, ruthless dictator and the founder of the Brotherhood, rose to power shortly after this period. He wanted to find the crystals and use the secrets they contained. In other words, the research data, to prolong his life. When at last he was close to death, he had himself cryogenically frozen and founded the Brotherhood with the goal that he should be resuscitated only when the crystals had been found. The most interesting aspect of the whole affair is that the destruction of the test populations was not a complete success. Emperor, it's clear from the documentary footage that those first successful strains are the ancestors of many of the so-called alien races we share our galaxy with today.
Well, that's interesting. We'll have to stall them. Okay, so the Brotherhood of Crystals, the Brotherhood of Tears will want the crystals. We kind of knew that already. Meanwhile, we have bigger problems.
An enemy fleet has been
That's the biggest problem I can see so far. It's a faster fleet than us as well. There is just no hope of being able to take that out. So I think, on balance, we can try and gun for it at this stage.
Yes, sir.
It will not make a difference, this. I should really have conquered a planet beforehand to get the Kraken fleet in the wrong place. Will I even get a counterpoint here? This is the thing. Anti-ECM's now up. Hyperdrive 5s, but I don't have the funds to set that up. I should have done that, really.
occupied a planet.
They had nearly 4 times our attack power there. Oh dear.
Yes? Moving to
Well, on the plus side, we did take that planet without any real problems, but it's just now going to be... Yeah, now it's going to be counter-conquest. We have no hope.
Approach vector set.
Unless Aurora has nothing on it. Nah, 2 tanks won't be enough to take that out.
Research is completed.
Hyperdrive 5 is done. Let's go for Advanced Space Base, because I think we can actually go for mobile bases. And yeah, actually, we can go for mobile bases now, actually. What am I thinking of? Mobile Space Bases are quite fun, actually. I should probably have gone to those a little earlier, but... let's see, they only have 2, seemingly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just had no chance of actually building up enough forces to make this work. Oh, there's a heavy fortress back there.
We're taking damage, sir. Stand by.
Yeah, this is going to actually end badly, I think, for us here.
Target acquired.
Take out the tanks if you can.
Sir. I think we're good. We're taking damage, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to lose this. If I take the heavy fortress out, though, I should be able to...
Attack. He's listening, sir. Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, we'll win that encounter, but that's, I think, the extent of how much I can actually attack here. Magellan 9's now ours. Well, I think this is as strong as the Solarian Empire will get at this stage. There is no diplomatizing with the Kraken. We had no choice but to do that, to be honest.
Awaiting orders, sir.
And I think this is a fun little game. I wish I'd have started a bit better, and maybe I should have played it on easy, but I don't play games on easy if I can avoid it. This was achievable. I think problem was I didn't attack the Shinari early enough. If I'd have gone for it, maybe. We didn't even scratch them. That's how effective we were. Well, I'm gonna keep the game going slightly because I just want to see whether there is going to be another event with the crystals, but we have no hope. No hope of recovering this situation at this stage.
Your orders? Moving to new position, sir. Okay.
Research is complete.
Mobile base is now done. Advanced space base. Actually, how big is the mobile base? That's the thing I need to find out at this stage. I seem to remember them being quite awesome. Mobile base. Upgrade. See, they're not bad actually for what they have here. Hyperdrive 5s, mass load of turbo lasers. They're not bad. I could probably have had fleets of those at some stage, to be honest. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, it's not going to make an ultimately much difference now that Krahen fleet is just unstoppable.
Your forces have been defeated by an enemy fleet.
Yeah, 20,000. We just do not have the ability to stop them. Advanced space base is done. Heavy space base.
Your orders?
They've actually decided to leave me alone, which is fine.
Received.
Your planet has been occupied.
Yeah, that's it. Once they decided they were going to start doing that, I've got nothing I can do to stop
Your
them.
planet has been occupied.
Ah, well.
Research is completed.
Self-destruct.
Your planet has been occupied.
Yes, sir.
Nah, they've just strengthened in the meantime. Alright, well that I believe I will call a game then. Maybe there is an event afterwards. Maybe someday I will have another go at this game, because it's not a bad one, to be honest. It's much better than I remember it being, and I picked this game up for 10 pence. 10 pence. 10 pence buys you nothing, but it bought me this game, and I'm really glad I found it, because it is fun. It's quite entertaining. It's a real-time strategy game. I'm less good at these than turn-based because I feel I need to optimize myself a bit better. And the Krahen fleet just got away from me. I wasn't building up forces fast enough, and that is the cost. I couldn't deal with both the Shinari fleets and the Krahen fleets. Still, I should have been top on them in research, but they actually overtook me on that quite a long time ago based on the info screen things. See, I put a dent in them, just nowhere near as much a dent as they put in us. Well, this is Shadowhawk 2012. This was Imperium Galactica 2. If you find a copy of this, pick it up because it's awesome. And I also do want to see this on GOG at some stage. This is a game which should be available some way, shape, or form somehow. Ah, dear. Well, this isn't the last time you'll see me in space fighting off hordes of bad guys. Well, I say bad guys. I think we created the Krahen is going to be the little thing there. Oh, that's 20,000 strong fleet, that is. Ah, well. It is a good game. It's Shadowhawk 2012, and I will see you next LP. So until then.